Welcome back guys, Ben here, and today we are checking out a game called Life Below. Life Below is a refreshing twist on the city building genre set beneath the waves. Shape thriving coral reefs, revive collapsing ecosystems, and grow a living seascape in a heartfelt narrative by Rhianna Pratchett. You are the ocean's final hope. This is coming out today on the 26th of May, so as you're watching this, the embargo is lifted, and you'll be able to pick this up on Steam. Obviously, Megapop, who are the developer, and Casado Games, who are the publisher, they were kind enough to provide me with a key so that I could check this out beforehand, so I could have this video ready for you at launch so you can check it out for yourselves. There is a demo available on Steam, and as always, I'll leave a link to the Steam page in the description below. And the game is going to be £24.99, $29.99, or €28.99, so depending on your region and currency, and I think there is regional pricing beyond that, so you can go to the Steam page and see what it is in your country if you're interested. But yeah, looks really interesting. I feel like we're covering a lot of I don't know if like underwater games has become a little sub niche of mine, but this one's a city builder, and fresh off the back of Last Caretaker and Subnautica at the moment, doing some recordings of that sort of stuff, and we're going to be jumping in and checking out Life Below, which looks very, very interesting, and love the art style of it so far, like from what I've seen in the screenshots. And I do like a city builder. Don't cover them too much on the channel, but I thought we'll check it out and see what's going on here. And Rhianna Pratchett, you might recognize her name. She was the lead writer for Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, I believe, as well as I think she did Mirror's Edge as well. So yeah, they've city builder with what you'd expect would be a strong narrative then as well. So yeah, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what it's like. So hope you enjoy the video. Sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. Let's jump straight into it. We're gonna jump in and do a new game on Balanced. Escarpment Depths. Okay. Does it just give you a little random shoreline archipelago? Should we what's Subnautica's world called? Is that Proteus, isn't it? Subnautica 2. I'm not sure actually. We'll just call it Proteus. Let's begin. You see all the rubbish or the litter. Oh no, he's got caught. We're like a little water spirit. That'd be a cool Pokemon, not gonna lie. Are we gonna be like recycling the plastic or something? Very hot at the moment while recording as well, so if you can hear a bit of fan noise when it hits the mic, just apologies for that in advance. It's like 30 degrees here, so this is looking very appetizing. I wish I could just dive in here and cool off. Ah, Thalassa. There you are, adjusting to your new guardian body. Isn't thalassophobia is fear of water, isn't it? So I guess we've got the Thalassa without the phobia. It was very strange to not be a water sprite anymore. I have so many tentacles. Well, you showed great promise in your previous role. I only wish we had more time to train you as a guardian. Alas, the reefs need our help urgently, and so you must learn in the role. Get to work. Got a cutesy vibe to it, isn't it? Provided you with some water sprites to aid you in your endeavors. They will collect resources and help you maintain the reefs, as you once did. Okay, so we used to be one of these. Now we're one of these with like kind of like a chrysalis moment. Oh, You know that I used to be one of them not so long. Yeah, they do. And they tell me they're delighted to aid in one of their own in her newfound guardianship. It's good to know. Whether tentacled or finned, we're all in this together. Okay, there's much to do. So this is going to be very much tutorial. This is what you'd get when you first kind of open the game as well. So there's so much to do. I'm not sure I'm ready for this Lady Gaia. You never know what we're capable of until we try, Thalassa. I guess so. Never fear, I'll be watching you through the reef heart. I'll be there if you need me. Best tentacle forward now. So, right, let's have a look. So, we have our resource piles and a certain amount that's collected, and there's 10 pearls in there. We've got some coral matter. I mean, it's chunked into little square grids, as you can see. Everything's like in a grid. You can see there's a wellspring over there. We've got our reef heart. Heart of your colony provides the essential resources to begin building a reef. If the reef heart is destroyed, it will no longer sustain the reef. Can we get attacked? Or does it just... Alright. So 50 coral matter, collect 20 pearls. Oh, time is ticking as well. Yeah, space to pause. Is it 1, 2, 3? Yeah, okay, that's great. I love it when it's like 1, 2, 3 for the speed. I can't stand it when it's like plus and minus, because you then got to like move your hand over. Oh, first world problems. To the other side of the keyboard. Alright, 50 coral matter and 20 pearls. So use reclaim sprite action to clear resource piles scattered around the reef hut. Put water sprites to perform actions. They do not perform automatically. Okay. So we can press R to open the menu. Is that one or more structures be reclaimed? These are just old resource piles that are going to be picked up. And they'll go and automatically grab it and get the stuff for you. And then they'll start bringing it back. I've got coral, pearls, growth, essence, coral plates, and infused corals. We do have our temperatures and pH levels and all that stuff here as well. Got some other stuff up here. These are our total little sprites we have. Some of it's grayed out at the moment, I guess, while it's just showing us the ropes. Interestingly, Fog of War does not lift just because of our little sprites have gone there. I like how they're all different colors, though. Can we click on them individually? No. Oh, there we go. It's opened up a little bit. To build a sprout coral, they generate coral matter over time. So we can now open the build menu. It produces 4 per hour. Let's pause again. And it also gives a little bit of pH. So, yeah, pH levels. Okay. So, a tiny amount, but does give a little bit. It costs 12 coral matter and 3 pearls. Needs to be placed on a sprout node. Oh, okay. Okay, they get placed on that itself. So they need to be placed on that sprout node there. So we can put that one there. There is one over there, but we don't have that like control at the moment. Seems like you got like geothermal stuff down here, maybe. Crystals and yeah, we got Arctic frozen fjords, ashland, volcanic stuff. So you got different biomes as well. So they're now going to go and gather those resources and bring them. There we go. Automatically just go and put them together. Seems like it automatically generates. It's not something that we need to like assign a worker, I don't think. They'll automatically collect it. And you get coral matter from the sprout corals. That's that'll add production. 4 per hour then, isn't it, to that one? What's that? Clam. Okay. We can actually speed this up a little bit. There we go. It's not on the energy network. Medium node purity. Okay. So build 1 moon coral. Structures need energy to function. Okay, give energy to all structures. 2 structures remaining. Structures are marked with an electric thing are outside the energy radius. Both the clam and the sprout coral. We've got to put one there. And do we need to put one there as well? Because we might want to like have all of that at some point. There we go. Okay, so you don't need to like, don't need to worry about connecting it. It just needs to generate that. So that's now generating pearls as well, the clam. I've already got one clam, so we can just build, and we can place a clam wherever, as long as they need to be obviously in the power remit. Is that power? So it takes 5 power. Can we see? It's free range, 5 production. Okay. It automatically collect from powered clams. I love how you need like power underwater, but we'll go with it. Go get that. So we've got a steady supply then of coral and pearls. 2 pearls and 4 coral. Could double that. I'm gonna not try and jump ahead of the tutorial though. Just let it do its thing. You can see up here we've got this map where each different section is shaped in biome, so it's quite a large map to some degree as well. I guess you look to spread out and conquer the reef, but you're conquering it by revitalizing it. Nice way of doing it. Uni will rotate as well. So yeah, we'll wait for the pearl to be ready, and it can store up to 3 pearls. And obviously, so you know, if your workers aren't available to pick up the pearls immediately, then that's an option there. Same with this one. It will generate 15 and hold that much. And we just gotta wait for 2 more pearls to come in. There we go. So, build and power sprout corals and clams to generate resources more efficiently. Okay, so we can put another one there. I might put that there. And put 2 clams there. Oh, you can't build on the sand, interestingly. Okay. Needs to be placed on a rock surface. That's fine. Right. I'm gonna put some of the stuff that it needs for now. Again, it seems like the AI is pretty good. They'll stop the building. They'll prioritize going to pick up resources, especially since we're like low on everything. We've set up that, so we've now got 4 clams. We should soon have 12 coral production. Got these 4 as well. Sprite wells can be placed, provides sprite souls, which need to spawn more water sprites. Okay. Okay, so if the internal storage gets full, then there'll be a little symbol above it saying so. Yeah, okay, that's all working. That's good. We should have, yeah, 12 and 4. There's a little day-night cycle as well. Oh, Guy wants to introduce you to someone. Didn't see that. It's been there for a while, probably. Been making great progress with the lasso. But maybe it was unfair to ask you to do this alone. What do you mean? Have I disappointed you in some way? No, not at all. But we all need guidance from time to time. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. So he's got a little beard. Little swim. There we go. This is Pontus, a former reef guardian who needs a fresh outlook on life and some new challenges. But I hope it won't prove too much of a challenge for him. Oh, I doubt that. There are a few things in these oceans that I have not dealt with. Despite what you may have heard, I can't be everywhere at once, and it's my hope that Pontus can offer guidance and support as you move into more uncertain waters. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Well, his tentacles could be cleaner for a start. It's not some dank puddle, you know. This is the Great Ocean. I'll try. I've been so busy, and I'm still getting used to them. No excuses, we must maintain standards. Guy, I was right, you do need help. But I've shined the dullest of shells in my time, and I expect you will be no exception. I'm certain I will. Benefit from your wisdom, Pontus. I'm sure you have much to teach me. Well, quite right. Yes, let us get started at once. Okay. So, I think obviously when you're doing the campaign, you get this kind of story-based thing. If you're more interested in just growing out your reef and stuff, then you've got that, oh, accept the quest for a lost spirit, even. Yeah, if you're doing free play, I'm presuming it just lets you crack on with it. Have you seen a shiny thing around here? It was just what I needed to finish my shell decoration. Did you take it's my shiny thing? I saw it first. I'm not moving until I get my shiny thing back. Fascinating. You seem to be the lost spirit of some kind of collector, possibly a decorated crab. It's all rather hazy, to be honest. All I can think about are shiny things. If you once were, then you'd normally be collecting objects for camouflage, but you've taken a rather different approach. What can I say? I'm an artist until I die. But that may literally have been the case, my friend. Perhaps if we could find some new shiny things, you might consider moving on. Okay, so we've then got a quest to basically resource dump 15 pearls for free. There we go. And this is interesting as well. So your pH levels, you got to keep your pH levels in between 8.1 and 8.49. Presumably it gets too high, then, or too low, then the reef will suffer. Same with temperature as well. Got to keep that in this. So maybe there's certain buildings or certain biomes that will be hotter or cooler. We've then got the ocean view, so you can zoom out and see from an ocean tile point of view, almost a little bit like a civilization. You can see a quick rundown. You've got the reef view. You can go all the way into the wildlife view. In a stress-free environment, you can move around, click structures. This just lets you then explore your reef. You can see the worker panel there as well. Bella Bubbles, Pearl Mantis, Willoughby the silly, right? Got all of that. Their age. It looks like you can unlock improvements for them as well and focus that as well. And go back to the reef view. And actually, you can actually open this up so you can then see how much algae, wildlife starvation, algae bloom. Special foods as well. Sea turtles, octopus, seahorses, crabs, structures and wildlife. And you've then got... I actually think the UI is quite nicely done, that you can hide the stuff and expand it if you need to. Got the reef heart with its health, comfort, and energy network. So you got your time, your zone overview, like what's housed and all that kind of stuff as well. Okay. Pretty cool. So we have got the growth coral and essence coral. Expand the knowledge of your reef. And okay, you study growths. So kind of you, I can see you recognize the needs of true shiny thing artists when you see one. Now what was it you needed me to do? I was glad I could help you. Follow me to the reef heart and we'll ensure that you and your shiny things will be part of this reef's energy forever. Sounds artistically satisfying to me. Lead on. Okay, quest complete. So we're getting a nice little healthy storage of pearls and stuff going on. So essence coral can be placed anywhere, and it will create 3 of these per hour. So I'm gonna build one of them. And utilities, we've got a growth coral, which is then a study rate. I'm gonna put that there. Oh, that is bigger as well. Okay. Speed this up. Got that build menu. Running quite nicely. I did set it to be 120 frames. It seems to be... Is it capped at 60? Oh, I must have saved that. Let me bump that up there. I was thinking it's locked to 60. Yeah, there we go. So I'm playing 4K, everything on Ultra. 110 frames. So yeah, like I said, it's city builder as well. So I guess one of those where it does look quite nice. But then they're never like super heavy on systems, really. Maybe as we get more buildings, more spirits and things like that, it becomes more of a CPU thing. There we go. Reminds me a little bit, in terms of how like it functions with spirits, a bit like how they used drones in Surviving Mars, the Paradox Mars colony builder. So you can place things down, and then those your little drones will go and make the bits that you need and all that kind of stuff. So it's quite nice compared to like something like Anno or something where you've got like different classes with like your workers, your engineers and things. It's not that type of RTS city builder. There we go. So we've got that all built in. Put that on fast speed. Okay, so do we need to do anything with this? Growth menu. Oh, it's study crafter growth. Once the crafter used to craft items, each crafter allows crafting more at once and extends the queue. Okay. So you got to put resources in, and that's where you then get the essence coral. These are full as well, so they need to like cut the pearls are all full. Ideally, we could do with some more spirits. We need the required biodiversity. Okay. So does that generate some more growths? Interesting. So we've got the growth. Oh yeah, it has to put some in there. Okay. Just kind of just building it. Tempted to build another essence coral. Can't hurt to have double production. Like I said, it is. Let's craft him. We just need that last little bit of growth essence in there. Energy network almost seems total consumption and production. So is this something where if we made another moon coral? So might as well, because we don't want to like cap our pearls and things like that. Study the growth. Just got an achievement for that as well. There we go. And go on to Sprite Well. We can build a crafter. Gives you access to crafting. I think maybe we put that there. Get those all built. There we go. Does that increase the network? I think so. How much power does this take? We see 10. Oh boy, we don't have enough. We do not have enough. Another moon coral. Kind of just want to cover all of this in power, really, don't you? And like I said, the pearls and the coral, we've got so much of it. Doesn't really matter on that side of things. And then we've got a nice little bed of space. Presuming we'll be able to like upgrade these maybe? yeah, we're -1, so we don't actually have enough power. So rather than it sacrificing the power of this stuff, it just says, right, the newest thing you've built doesn't have enough power. So, do we even have anything to craft? I'll study the spirit well. The sprite well, sorry. By sprite souls used to craft sprite eggs. Okay, we build the wells on these as well. But yeah, we need to put all the growth stuff first. Let's get that power in. There we go. That's all on there. So yeah, so each one of these adds 5 electricity. Okay. Quite nicely done. We need 5 more growth essence. There we go. Now we're starting to... Looks like it does take a sprite. It does take a sprite to actually do that portion. And the more there is, as you see, the quicker it goes. Clams are getting full. Build a sprite well. Can we afford that? 7. We need way more moon corals. Oh yeah, we don't own the zone. Okay. Put a few of these in so we've got some power. Let's go to the anemonan algae. That does its thing as well. You definitely need more sprites because you can see now we're starting to get stretched with things getting full, and that means they're not producing. That's cool though. So we've got low node purity. So that's not actually that great. It's got medium node purity. Probably want to end up just getting rid of this over time. We'll put those in the queue. Interesting, you got an actual crafting queue as well. So, you can actually purchase the expansion. Oh, Pontus. Look at the state of this place. So empty, so lifeless. We must do something about this immediately. What do we need to do? Life, that's what this reef needs. The hustle and bustle of aquatic fauna going about their daily tolls. And then the denizens of the ocean are picky. They won't just wander onto the reef, they need to be lured. How do we lure them? Well, you're lucky enough to be in the presence of an all oceans over 5 fathoms champion lure crafter. Gosh, I had no idea. We'll need materials, and I can see some growing in the sand, a crafter and a few water sprites. And remember, the more diverse the life on a reef, the easier it is to expand. Got it, let's get crafting. I'm just gonna save the game. So you can save at any point, give it a name and all that kind of stuff as well. Wildlife needs to be housed and fed or they will leave your reef. Habitats and food must be built in the same zone they are lured into. Okay. You can check the status in the zone overview found in the top bar. Okay. So create algae which feeds most wildlife. Overproduction can cause an algae bloom hazard. And anemones house clownfish and bangai cardinalfish. Okay. Oh look, we got some water sprites that have hatched as well. So we've got more water sprites now. 7. And we've got 7 sprite wells and 7 water sprites, so you can literally have that much. They provide 2 souls, this one provides 1 soul. Okay, we start with the 4. Cool. So we are, well, we're maxed on our growth essence. Growth menu. Oh, look at that now. So that's actually expanded out. So we can now look at habitats. You've got parameter structures as well. That's obviously how you deal with different biomes, presumably. Got your evolved reef heart. Should we look at the fish hollow? Oh, do we need the biodiversity to even get started on that? Okay, so these you actually can't start even locking in until you've got the biodiversity. Wildlife migration. So this is where you can move from one reef to the next, from one zone. Within your reef, you can shift people around and relocate. If you've got too much with one in the other. We're actually now like full on everything as well. Everything's backed up. So let's get building. So let's make some algae corals, which I think they only cost 1 power. How much power do we have on the network? We've got 15. Okay. We can do 1, 2, 3. Just put them all in a row. We've got some housing. This gives us 10 housing. Let's take 3, so we're going to need some more power as well. Oh, I only need to build 2, didn't I? Cancel both of those. And let's build another moon coral. As well. That should all work out with that. I think if you like these kind of city builders and expanding out, so it's a very pretty one. Especially if you like that kind of underwater vibe. It's got something a little bit different going for it. I said there is I think there's not like the threat of like, oh, bad enemies in the reef or anything like that. It's not like an army kind of conquering one as far as I can see. But I think it's more a case of you're balancing your temperature. Like our temperature is going up. And our peach levels are very, like, minimal at the moment. Like, very minimal impact. You can see the structures are 0.0015. The temperature is 0.7. So we've almost gone up 1 Celsius from just the pure structures and the heat generated from that. So there will be things to cool the zone as well. And I'm guessing this is per zone. So like I said, this zone will be different to this zone. Different to this zone, which you can see is already higher, colder, it's barren, so it's got a lower pH, so there's less stuff living in it. Forsaken Archipelago. There's something strange in this zone that you're not ready for. It kind of gives you an overview, like hydrothermal, what's in here, all that kind of stuff as well. So it's pretty cool. I like the ideas of it at the moment. To harvest 2 seagrass. So craft radial on the crafting menu. Wait, what? Seagrass are the tufts of grass that grow naturally on the sand. These, okay. Also, we can then just say, like, right, come and harvest these. There's a little bit of element of... That's not fully grown yet. There we go. We'll send our workers out to go and chop these up. It's all good. Craft a seagrass lure. Get 10 wildlife. I'm gonna build 2. I think we need 20 wildlife, don't we? And that lure will bring in the fish. So you build the houses for them to appear. And then you build the lure to lure those. Is that like a set? Just a basic lure. And then yeah, has a percentage chance to lure these, and 90% chance for the clownfish, and then 9.5% chance for the cardinal, whatever it's called, the Bangai cardinal fish. And I guess a little bit of like a Pokedex of some sorts. Place on any open tile. We need to lure 20 wildlife, craft and place down lures, and have 5 biodiversity. We can speed this up. Habitats, food, wildlife, all exclusive to the zone they are built or lured to. If you move and attract wildlife in another zone, make sure the required habitats and food are already built there. Okay, we have our first guest. Life is beginning to flourish before our eyes. It's a beautiful sight. Nice. So we can see now. Got healthy amount of algae. Indicator will stabilize, so probably could do with another algae. But at the moment, losing wildlife can reduce your biodiversity. This can enter you into biodiversity debt. Oh god. Reef's getting a bit cramped, hardly room to stretch my fins. We need to expand, which means strengthening the influence of the reef heart. Can't just continue building outwards. On by my scales, no. That would be like balancing a whale on a barnacle. If you stretch the reef heart's power too much and cause it to wither and die. First, we must strengthen the reef heart's influence. Only then can we safely expand. Sounds complicated. Nonsense. Extremely simple. You just need to study the evolved reef heart. That will strengthen the bond between the reef heart and the surrounding areas. It's covered in chapter 340. Okay. Must have missed that. Cool. So, we already had a little glimpse of this, didn't we? There's the reef heart. We can start. 250 growth essence. We've already got 30 stashed, but take a little bit more. They kind of gather all the stuff from the main storage first, and then I guess they'll go and get the bits they're missing from, and then like restock up the supplies. Get all those bits and pieces now, which is good. And this is cool. Look, you can see the clownfish. And yeah, all 10. What a percentage? 90% each time. No diversity here. No Bangai cardinal fish welcome. It's this clownfish only. There we go. And we're okay for power. We got 11 power. It's doing its thing. You can kind of just leave this on a sped up. Just watch it all at work. I quite like it so far. Right, this is your thing. You might be able to get quite a little bit of, you know, because it's quite don't know if there's like more stuff that'll unlock, because you can drag this. I mean, it's got a lot of space. But yeah, it's you have the different fish hollows, fish havens as well. So you got that free play kind of thing as well. There's different things you can try here. And like I said, it's not a full price title, £24.99. It all seems to like run really smoothly. Doesn't seem buggy or anything like that. You can get some of that harvest as well. Just keep some of that on top. There's a UI, like visually, it's quite very informative at a glance, and then you can really delve deeper into things if you need to as well. 10% developed harvestable grass will start growing, so that's why we start getting that grass now. And 90% it becomes a stable ecosystem, preventing certain hazards from impacting and boosting structure resilience. So that's what you're trying to want to get it to. Yeah, we're still waiting on some more. I'm not going to make any more essence coral because it's not something you can store too much of. Like, you can have the 100 storage, but that's it. Like, Fused corals as well. Intermediate structures and advanced structures. So there's a scale. Your zone overview. Shoreline Gulf. You can see then happiness, health, the overcrowdedness. So you can have 144 fish or habitants in this zone. It must be based on like the size of it. That's just like predetermined, I guess. And we're actually, research is underway. So, on day 3. Yeah, quite like it at the moment. I think it's someone who I used to play a lot of city builders growing up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I used to play a lot of city builders growing up, and I've always had like a little affinity for these, especially more so the ones like Surviving Mars or Age of Empires, those kind of style. Never did get, or you know, like Manor Lords and things like that. Didn't get on with the ones like what's it called? Like Anno and those kind of ones where you've got to have the certain amount of housing and all that kind of stuff. That's always a little bit more micromanagement for my liking. Okay, so as your reef grows, it becomes harder to track every zone. Open the zone overview panel to monitor. Okay, yeah, we just saw that. So we can do this now. And there we go. So study the storage coral, and this increases global storage. And the second is to be a resource drop-off and pickup location. You don't have to haul resources back to the reef heart if a storage coral has been placed closer to the resource producer. So this is now the bits where you like start looking at, right, how can we optimize? Oh, I need to research it first, don't I? So growth menu. And there's the storage coral. Do we not have one biodiversity? Or do we already have it done? For all my biodiversity. Oh, I need to spend it. Wait, how do I spend my biodiversity? Harvest, you can clean. I'm actually not sure. We can craft stuff. We have a spare spray store? Apparently we do. Oh yeah, we can have 11 now. Oh, because it's like bumped up, hasn't it? Okay, so let's... So we have 5 unspent biodiversity, and then we've spent 5 biodiversity. Maybe that should be like total and then total spent, because we have 0 and we need more. So the only way to get more, which we need to then do more unlocks, is to build more housing. So probably need some more algae coral. And more of those. And then crafting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We'll be able to get 4 sprites as well. Should probably build those first, and then build the other ones. But let's, yeah, we're going full production mode. We need the power. This now has 80 power production as well, so we have a bit of headroom. We want to boost our biodiversity up a little bit. You can actually have multiple crafters, I guess, couldn't you? Crafting multiple things. Yeah, there we go. Put those in. We actually need 6 lures, don't we? That's what we're going to need. What's that X-crafted? We'll queue our 6th one up. Hope we get some of the other fish as well now. Diverse fish. There's more sprites happening. That's all good. Right, so let's put one of our lures down. We can get tier 2, tier 3, and visitor lures. Okay. Oh, there we go. A Bangai cardinal fish has found housing. There we go. All on his own. There he is. There he is. You can see him. Cool looking fish. We got another spirit. On 10th, this is our last one, so now we've got to bring it to the middle. Hatch that. We've got a couple of biodiversity now. So, what we can do... Gonna create the lures and open our growth. We can now get the storage coral, which is what it wants. I'm actually running low on pearls now, but we got all the extra energy. We got 45 now. Algae wise, it will sort itself out, won't it? It will stabilize, but that's all good. Yeah, 1.5, so it's definitely hotter now. That increases. Does it, everything kind of increases, doesn't it? Not everything, but a lot of the production buildings themselves. So the essence coral and the moon coral, they increase the heat. We can get some of these. Looks like there's quite a few crafting recipes. Like I said, when you open up the crafting thing, there's like loads of different options here. Quite a few different lures and things like that. We should be able to now just place all of those. I'll then look to fill all of those housing. And we have completed that, so we can now do the storage coral. Which, to be fair, we could have one there. I guess we could have one there. Everything's still quite close together anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but this gives them options to go a little bit closer if needs be. It does require that manual intervention to go and chop down the bits, though. I'm just gonna overwrite that save. Game feels so slow when you're on 1x now, but there we go. We've got quite a few of those little Bangai things now. I guess if you spread them out a little bit, you'd have fish all over the place as well, but they kind of will stay around their little area. Quite nice. Very, very cozy. Very relaxing. Soundtrack's nice as well, like nice in the background. Obviously got that bit of that cutesy characterization and back and forth dialogues in the campaign that we're playing through now. Free play is quite straightforward. It's nicely like explained everywhere, to be fair. It's got quite a nice way of explaining what you need. And like I said, the UI is a real strong point as well. There we go. So they prioritized this one. Now they're going to start collecting pearls and bring it to that one there. It does seem like they need to bring it back to the reef heart or to a storage coral before then taking it. So they won't just go to the clam and take it directly to the building site. It needs to go back and then forward. It needs to be logged and processed. But there we go. So that now gives us 500, because we've already had an increase anyway because of the reef heart. That's given us a plus 50 in pearl storage as well. So own one zone. Click inside the border of a locked zone to open the zone panel and unlock it. Develop 1 out of 2 zones, so both zones to 20%. This way we're kind of like hands off now in a new zone. So we've got the biodiversity. What one do we do? So do we do the shallows? A temperate and gentle biome that reminds you of home, with a garden that needs frequent tending. The volcanic, a hot and fiery biome where lava flows and thermal vents can be found. Volcanic unrest causes this zone resource producers to work faster. All structures have reduced health and are more susceptible to hazards, though. Okay. A frigid biome where you might find things frozen in ice. Arctic energy gives increased energy output, but with a reduced range. Melting the ice uncovers more resources. Okay. So raising the temperature a little bit. And then, I mean, is there not a bit of a counter thing? I mean, I know from a gameplay point of view, but the water temperature is still 19 degrees, right? It's not really a frozen water. And then barren. Desolate and empty biome with ample space. This acidic region has silt storms occurring, stressing the corals, but provides a balanced amount of resources. Okay. And then can't go to the Forsaken because you need story progression. That's where we go next. Boulder Delta. A rugged biome where rocks and cliffs just jut from the ground. This alkaline area has valuable resources covered by boulders. You can see some of those there. Can't interact too much with them. There's a little bit of sprite souls. Should do the hot one. See what the volatility's like. Give me 25 pearls though first. So I don't actually know. I think we might just reclaim that. Don't need it. That's fine. I'll go grab all that stuff back into storage. And let's build it. Let's get that one. That's more like a little space at last. Breathe in that H2O. Chance of scenery is certainly nice, but what should we do here? The world is our oyster. We could harness this resources here and build new corals in all this free space. There's also opportunity to attract some new creatures, liven this place up a little. This area's native flora is very different, which means the lures crafted from them will attract new fish, and we'll have something else for the clownfish to bother with their chit-chat. Quite fond of the clownfish actually, but there doesn't seem to be any grass around here. All in good time, young one. Seagrass is picky. It won't start growing until this area has been reinvigorated. Set up some corals and build a base, and before you know it, it'll be up to our gills in seagrass. Okay, so do we get a new heart, or... So we've got hydrothermal. So reef view is where all your actions take place. Ocean view is your overview of your reef, and then wildlife view is just your chilled out version. Silted. Structural siltagens is in need of cleaning. Okay. So you place a vent coral on it to produce energy. Okay. And if your structure takes damage, you can restore them to heal them. Okay. Don't forget to create more habitats and food sources each time you expand. Us underwater denizens don't like to swim too far for a snooze spot or a bite to eat. Okay. So you only have one reef heart then. You don't need to like build a second. So we can start with some power. I guess, do we have... What's this heat coral? Increase the temperature in a zone. Oh, okay. This is how you'd increase or decrease temperature. Right, okay. Same with that, and that's how you make stuff more acidic or more alkaline. We've got Radiant Reef Heart, Coral Refinery, Prime. You need a lot there. You can see it jumps up quite a lot. Fish hollow. Evolved. Used to house more clownfish. Build over ammons to absorb them. Okay, so that makes a bigger one. Okay. We could do the fish hollow, sea turtle cove, and turtle grass as well. Okay, so we don't have that option yet to build the vent coral, I don't think. Not yet. So what we're going to do... Does it need to attach to the same network? I think it does, doesn't it? Not too sure. If we were just to place this here, it is going to send them over. Now it's a little bit hot. 23 to 29 is the safe range. So... hydrothermal vent. Place a vent coral on it. Not a moon coral. We haven't really unlocked that yet. Okay, so we had a crash. I did a complete reinstall. Like I said, because it's like we get this sometimes because it's like a press kit, like a press key, and it's 0.85, isn't it, before the 1.0 release. So we'll give it another shot. We'll see how it's doing, because it runs absolutely fine. It is very hot, but my PC temps are all fine, so I'm not too sure at the moment. But let's have a look and see. What is hot is this area, though. Really need clean structures. Clean that up. Got some stuff here. The problem is, it seems like everything would die here. It's too hot, I think. I can try and make some electric. What I have got is the chill corals here. Decreases the temperature in the zone it's placed in. So yeah, you can see the moon coral is being stressed. So it's really not liking it, but I don't know. We don't have vent coral. What this game is missing is, he says as he tries to see if it is here, is maybe like a glossary of sort, like a clickable glossary. Obviously, it seems like we've got stuff here. Utility. It's helpful. The water is too warm for your structures. That should help, right? We pop that down. That should help. Because, and then you've got all the different stuff here as well. Okay, so these will all become available as we find them. So that's fine. So, yeah, not a clickable glossary, but you can find what you want up here in the guidebook, which is fine. Curious. I think what we should probably do is, what's our 34? Let's 15, 20, 25. Yeah, it's 25. Then, because we need more. We're really struggling when it comes to the clams. Our pearl generation is very low. So I think this is just going to shut down, isn't it? If comfort reaches 0, the structure becomes disabled and will lose health over time if the reef heart's comfort reaches... Okay, the reef heart's not. That's fine. So do we just reclaim this? Like, and build it, basically. Take those bits back. Because this is complete. We can't unlock that one, that's fine. Let's do a fish hollow for basic fish. That's fine as well. So I guess with this chill coral, where does this one fit in? So buy in the build menu. Sorry. So its secondary effect is -2. It needs power though. So how do I keep something alive? So basically we need a vent coral. Is that coral? Have that, do we? I think I definitely like went for the wrong one. I should have taken the ice one, or I should have just taken this one. So I definitely picked a harder battle. So obviously there's nothing here that can actually generate stuff at the moment. We've got the sprout node, the little sprout node there as well. Right, so we've got all our clams. That's fine. We've got this researching away. We're very close to our max there. I guess if we build a little base of this up. Oh, what's that? Oh, we got another one of these little spirits. Oh my gosh, company, friends, it's been so long. But now it's playtime again, woohoo. The nature of this excited chatter, my guess is this lost spirit used to be a dolphin. Intelligent and playful creatures when not driving one mad with their incessant prattling. Why is it in the volcanic region? Dolphin, yes, was playing with friends when I got caught in a net. Bad. Who leaves nets laying around? Bah. But now you're here, the playtime can resume. I doubt you'll be able to get this lost spirit to move on without indulging its need for some spirited rambunctiousness. The water sprites may prove useful in this regard. They have unlimited energy of all kinds of playful shenanigans. Shenanigans are the best. Yes, send me your little blue creatures and let the games begin. Okay, so have some water sprites play with it. So I think it's just going to send that over. Yeah, it's going to send some of them over. So if they've got spare time, they're just going to automatically start playing with that. That's fine. Okay. This is unlocked. This is more for the habitat, isn't it? Unlock sprite post. Assigns a water sprite to automatically do sprite actions in the zone. Restores, cleans, harvests. Okay. That makes coral plates, which are the next things for the intermediate buildings. What we're kind of looking for there is like energy, aren't we? Like, we're looking for... Further decreased temperature in the zone it's placed automatically toggles on and off. I use the quest for it. So doesn't seem to be like something we craft either. Honestly, we could probably sit here and craft a few of these anyway, so those are all there. I think what we're going to need to do is do this quite quickly. So I think we need to put the... I think we need to put moon coral down. I think we need 4, right? And this is just in this border. And hopefully they all kind of... We're going to speed this up. Hopefully they can all kind of get completed around a similar time. Did we... Oh, claim your reward at the reef hut. So choose one of the spirit gifts. So you get +5 biodiversity, 300 coral matter, or 10 shiny red grass, which can be found in volcanic zones. I mean, I think we'll take some biodiversity because we can use that for our research tree. Because with the red grass, we'll grow once we've got it up and growing anyway. That was wonderful. Yes, like the old days again. Your little blue creatures have even worn me out. So that's nice that it gives you the option of rewards as well. So you can choose what direction you want to go in. Need more sleep now? Show me the way home. Ready to move on. At least I can remove my anemone earplugs now. Get it to the reef heart and the energy will infuse it with the reef. Sweet. So if you don't pick it up immediately, it'll be available later for you there. This is under stress. Right, it's bringing it. It's bringing it down. And again. And again, okay, I think we managed to do it. So you need to do it very quickly because you are literally... You don't have a lot of time. We're going to cover all of these. Just because they create a little power network then. Just create those for now. And we are going to want to put a storage coral down. Just so that anything that is here is... doesn't need to be transferred all the way back needlessly. I think that'd be quite central for now. I think we'll make one more chill coral just for peace of mind. There's no sprite wells here. We'll need to do a few of these as well. Kind of building them in grids, but I don't really need to be. A lot of stuff to be building. The main thing is that that's keeping the temperature right smack bang in the middle, which is exactly what we want. That's good at least. So this can start growing this up. It's 4%. This one's 41%. So this one's getting better and better. We don't have extra sprites yet. And population-wise, we're... Was it this one? Yeah, we can still have some more stuff here before we have overcrowdedness. This allows tier 1 fish except for clownfish and bangai. So I wonder if we can have some of those here. We might need another power supply. I think we'll put that there. I don't think they care about living next to the power plant. Put one down. And I don't know if you can get other ones here, you know what I mean? I mean, actually, in fact, we might as well cancel that. Because I'm pretty sure we only have the lure for one anyway, don't we? Yeah, we only will get one of those two. So that's fine. This we can... Structure's full health. Doesn't look like it's full health. They don't look full health, but they're apparently fine. So, that's alright then. Got a little power network set up at least. Let's have a look at our growth. So, Fish Haven is even bigger. That's bigger as well. You've got Fish Sanctuary. You've got octopus, crab, seahorses, sea turtles as well. I'm not sure what our next... Probably the evolved anemone. We can keep the same surface area, I think. Very delightful little game. It does seem like it's stabilized. It's not not crashing or anything like that. Very delightful little game. Yeah, very charming. So not too sure how we get the extra like the vent power thing that it says here. The vent coral. There's a sprout node there. we've got an extra storage bit there. We're very, very low on stuff. I've arguably got it to build too much stuff immediately. So we are getting the algae somewhat. Start trying to get that. So there's a bit of diversity there. I like that it's just dynamic as well. It's dynamic. Depending on where you're looking, the UI adapts to which region you're looking at. And you can start to then be like, right, looking at my ocean, here's what I've got here. Here's what I've got here as well. So as you get bigger, you can see where's the overcrowdedness, where are we with our food and all that different stuff as well. How do I go back? Okay. So this one is 13%, so we're almost at 20%. We've actually ran out of power. It's not good. It's really not good, because it's all going to start melting. These are ready now. This all should hopefully give us the stuff we need to then make the lures for the red grass, even. Yeah, we can make red, large, and shiny red lures then. Okay. At least these things are still powered. I like that it doesn't like shut off the entire network and it's only new things that have been built that don't get the power output. Very cool way of doing it. Quite forgiving, but it is like cozy at the end of the day, so that's good. Yeah, in a way, we need more sprites. We picked the place that doesn't have the sprite wells, so, you know, I made great choices all around of my expansion here. Would probably recommend you expand further up first, or maybe into the cold region. There was a sprite well right there, but I was hasty to say the least. We can harvest, and we can just pick all these. Go like that. Collect all those. I think we can have multiple of these as well, so you can be crafting multiples. You need pearls and red grass, and then these can bring in 20% chance of all of these. Quite nice. Let's get to work making 4 of them. If anything, we need more sprout coral. That's what we're quite low on at the moment. And we can actually evolve. We can go higher up now. We can actually, we get the biodiversity. Either by building a few of these. We can fit more in, can't we? Cram them in. Yeah. How many can this one fit in? This can fit 176. Right. We can fit quite a few. And all the different types of red grass here as well. Our power, we're still heavily over. Our pearls are actually full. Arguably built too many of these now. Alright. I feel like these the fire ones would give so much more power as well, but yeah, we gotta wait on those. So all I'm doing here is I'm just making sure that as we build in the future, we have power that we can do that. Some more of the grass. The power does feel quite expensive, to be fair. You're frequently running out of that. Get a couple of fish hollows. I love how it's just so quickly with all the pearls. They just get all dumped in there so quickly. I think... Oh, it's because the storage coral is 16 as well, so that is quite expensive. And then these were free each as well that we needed. So, adds up. It's quite pricey. Okay. Damn, he's cool. Little patterns. Right, so it's like they take a certain amount of health, actually. That's why it hasn't lost health. They just lose health because they're in a volcanic region. That's part of the thing, isn't it? It's, where did it tell us that? Everything has lower health, doesn't it? But they produce 25% quicker. Let's... Where is our crafting? No storage, there we go. So let's put 2 of these down. And see what fish we get. Our new area. We can also put some more 1, 2, 3 down. The volcanic biome. Yeah, they live in fish hollows. So it tells you where they live in as well. So yeah, you can't like put a lure down, a seagrass lure for a fish hollow. It doesn't work. You can see there, we've got some yellow tangs, we've got green chromis, capelin, flamefish, and a moorfish idol as well. So we've got all of those all in there now, which is good. Now we've got 17 biodiversity, which does mean we could expand. Tempted to use one as like a power plant. Just literally just... Let's purchase this one. We'll leave the reef. We have unhoused wildlife. We do? What? We do? Why is that? It's 10, 10, 10. Wait, how many do these bring in? These hold 10 and 10. Okay, let's look at our... Okay, so shoreline reef is 110 housed. There's 2 not housed, but how does that work? I guess it's okay if they leave, but place that there. And at least we don't have an issue with the startup on this side of things, really. Place that there. That there. And we can also then harvest. Oh, you can click and drag. Oh, these aren't harvestable though. Oh, you got to reclaim these. Okay, so you can reclaim like that. But what I really wanted was, because this one had a spirit well, so we can also put a moon coral there, a spirit well there. That's all good. Because I don't think we can make the eggs. Yeah, we can't make eggs while we don't have it. Another volcanic region there as well. That's the other thing we really wanted. Because we can then put 2 of these here. Yeah, idea here is that we're going to need a storage coral. Here. And we're going to need to reclaim all of that. I don't think it... Does it give anything? No. It'll keep expanding on empty tiles. Okay, so it is like a weed that you want to get rid of. And then these are harvests. You can just click and drag these, which is quite nice. Yeah, that's fine. So this one's all nice. This one's fine. This one's actually cooler now. Despite it being volcanic, these actually make it cooler than the other one. Than our other two places actually at the moment. This one's almost at 20%. And this one is still waiting on... Oh, it needs coral plates. That's what it needs. We can't really... That's what it's waiting on. So we can't really do that one because we need the coral plates first, which means we need this one. But this one's not unlocked. So you have to do this one first. And it will then connect all these, I think. So that's fine. So I think let's focus on fish haven. Intermediate. No, that needs coral plates as well. Coral plates. Everything needs coral plates, actually. So I think we're actually capped on what we can unlock currently. I mean, I guess we can spend and we can unlock heat, alkaline, and acid corals just so they're unlocked. Just so they're there. Yeah, this one was... It only provides one sprite soul. Which means we can make one egg. Okay. Do that. Yeah, quite like it. You can see what's going on. So they're running out of algae to feed the fish, so we actually need to construct some more algae coral. These each take one each, so that's 6. We do have enough power. I guess that will be on the research tree, but like more options for power. A bigger option. I feel like you're just building tons of these because they only give 5. They only give 5, which is like not a lot really. I just want a whole line of them really. I said I wonder if the volcano vent, the vent ones, are decent kind of chunk, as it were. Yeah, maybe let's build the fish hollows there. Fish hollow there. We could do. Pop those down like that. Let them get started, increase that biodiversity even more. Obviously stretching ourselves quite thin at the moment. And we probably also want more algae coral in this area too. Yeah, there we go. Plus 42. All of that there. That's why the sprite outpost thing is a good upgrade, because you'll be able to like have one there and then one sprite will always stay here fetching stuff for you, so they don't have to keep running back. This is green grass, which makes it's a different lure, isn't it? It's a seagrass, yeah. So green grass is a different one. Let's harvest these. What's that? That's large green grass. Okay. Okay. Our main thing we're like stuck with at the moment is our lack of coral. The coral matter. Housing. It's all full. Yep. We can still technically fit a few more in there. We want to like pump the biodiversity up. Again, we can then say alkaline coral. We're going to build the house first, so it's not... I think as soon as you put some research in it, it does prioritize the research, like dumping the stuff in there. By Poseidon's scaly back, things are actually going rather well. Barring any horrific disasters happening in the next few seconds, I would say we have a decent chance of making something great here. Oh no, not now. Oh no, what's happening? You don't feel it, the rising temperature, the smell of sulfur in the water. The smell was you. When about to be hit by a heat wave and facing total devastation, we'd be having words about respecting one's elders. Total devastation. We have no chill corals in place. The heat will destroy the reef. We have some chill corals. Had a good run, young one. Well, you had a good run. Let's just hope Gaia is in a merciful mood. Maybe another 20 years or so she'll give you another reef to guard. Not giving up, Pontus. We're going to find a way to save the reef. So periodically, hazardous events will occur affecting your reef. So you can open that info and set them as priority. Okay, that's cool as well. We'd set that as like a priority to be built. Okay, that's cool. So, I mean, we can build chill corals because we know a heat wave's coming. So it's only going to hit this one. I don't know how many we build. And you can turn them off, can't you? So that's the other thing. So we're going to put these as priority. And they're going to go grab all their stuff. Get these made nice and quickly. Minimize both of these as well. Don't know how hot it's going to be. It sends heat rising from the earth. It's only a little bit. And then we can also get some green grass being made. Does it say what they like? The green grass likes certain housing? They'll have some of those as well. You might get a sea turtle if their habitat growth has been researched. 10 to 12. Oh, okay, so you can get 10 to 12 with that one as well. Okay. The fish hollows or sea turtle coves. Okay. Cool. So we've made this biome arguably too cold. Oh, just above. No, 23 is the minimum, so we'll have to see. Experiencing a heat wave. What's going to be dangerous and unpredictable, but you'll find a solution to most problems in the growth tree if great for you. That's fine. So I guess we need to see... That should give us a nice chunk. Okay. Okay, never mind. It's like full, proper... Wants even more. We're almost building just to counter it. And then disable them. If not, luckily we got the things on offer. Available. Okay, we can bring it under control. Heat wave sitting around 7. Okay. 6 to 7. Not bad, not bad. Always knew you'd be able to save the place. Total devastation, he said. It was a bit hyperbolic, just for dramatic effect, you see. It really got you moving, though. So you were testing me. In a way, you passed with flying colors. Thank you, I think. But of course, you had the right mentor. Of course. On to more important matters, we must keep expanding, but there is something strange stirring in these waters. The silt around some of these zones is unusually thick. I can't sense anything through it. Okay. So now it's too cold. So you can enable disable structures. So these we can now just disable. Just disable 3 of them, I suppose. They don't take power while they're doing that. And temperature's back in a safe zone. Can probably disable that as well. Although it might be handy just to keep one of these on. Just so we are nice and safely below. Which growth coral is that? You can't click on these. It seems like we are all good with algae there, all good with algae here as well. We have a fish quest. Reef building is also exciting. We want to be the first to go into new zones and see the world. Please, please, please. So migrate 10 clownfish from the shoreline to the Ashland Strait. You sure, bro? You want to go to the Ashland Strait? Where, like... we got to make one of these. I'm going to put them next to I don't think it matters, but I'm going to put them there because they can swim back if they're in trouble. But yeah, so I guess as long as the conditions are right, you could have the clownfish in one to the other. That's fair enough. So there is a migration panel. We did see it, didn't we? Zone overview. Where is that again? Oh, wildlife migration. There we go. So from the Shoreline Gulf to the Ashland Strait. We're gonna move 10 over. You can see actually all the different, you got the different housing here as well. We can relocate. We've got an achievement, have a clownfish, Moorish idol, and a yellow tang in the same region. They should now, yeah, you can see they're all swimming over in real time as well. And they'll now live here. Complete a wildlife quest. So we get both of these. We don't have to choose. So this one was like a double reward there. Now wants to develop 1 to 4 zones to 30% development. So this one's 23. This one's 50. So you can see it keeps expanding. This is obviously part of the campaign, the story. At some point we'll be able to go over there, but we can't do that yet. What we can do is build the fish hollow here. Again, we're getting a bit close with the power. We've got a bit of room there. Knowing you can get 10 to 12, but the housing only holds 10. But there we go. And they don't need to, like I said, the housing side of things is very simple. They don't need to be anywhere. They do need the algae coral. Which again, you can kind of like dress it up how you want as well, which is quite nice. And then put those in. That's enough for us to put our green lures down. Have all the housing, we've got the algae. So we can start developing this one now as well. They'll take their time. We can make some more if we go and gather. We can harvest. Just gather those. Again, just tell it to just drag a whole wide arc here. So we've got a steady supply. There we go. Send all that out. Yeah, works very well. I like it. Yeah, it looks nice. We had that crash earlier, but it seems to have sorted itself out. Might be, like I said, just the odd one here and there. Other than that, runs very well, and like I said, quite responsive with its different speeds and moving around the different biomes. There's a lot going on as well, so yeah, it's a pretty one to like look at, and very relaxing, very cozy. I've had a good time with this so far. It's probably one I'll keep on rotation and have a little play one. I just want something to just chill to after a long day. Put a little bit of this on. Got that little bit of like danger, I guess, with like the heat wave and stuff like that to consider, but overall it's quite a relaxed experience and quite straightforward, really. Again, we can now do the alkaline corals as well. Getting loads of this biodiversity. So we've got no issue with that. I think it's more an issue now of right, where do we expand to? We can unlock the frozen zone. So we get something a little bit different there as well. And again, that's probably going to be the same, but the same but different. Is that we're going to want to be relatively quick with one of those. One of those. For spirit well down, so we can make an egg. Another power thing down. So you can start doing all of that as well. And that has something there that has a hydrothermal vent as well. Again, another vent coral needed. And I guess warm up the zone. Some of these will then melt and show something underneath them. Not sure what they are. But yeah, you need to increase the temperature by 10 degrees. You need it nice and toasty. Okay, you can see the happiness going down again. But again, if we can counter it a little bit. Depends if we can make it in time. But yeah, I mean, that's where we're going to leave it for this one, though. Do let me know what you're thinking. What's this? Build 2 algae corals. That's a little quest there where we can go, yep. 1, 2. Add that in there. Those in there as well. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, this is yet another water-based game to go on the channel. It has really become a mini niche of mine. Rather unintentionally, but yeah, exploring many different oceans and many different games. That's what we're doing. So if you enjoyed it, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again for the developer for sharing a key with me to check this out as well. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, $24.99. I mean, I would get value out of this because I know I'll probably just have this on every now and again and just continue working towards it and things like that. And you got that free play if you do run out of the campaign, you want to do even more as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.